When you first understand Bitcoin, you think, this is too good to be real. Is it? Yes, it is. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Da Vinci. I'm in the pipe 5x5. I'm feeling slightly better. Still have like a little bit of pain. If you watch my Instagram stories, especially for today, I didn't go full Goggins. David Goggins, by the way, if you've watched the Instagram story. I did go out for a workout, but not hard. Anyways, with that said, it's a great day today. You can see Bitcoin's pumping, right? We're going to be talking about that. But before we do and do some trading and some charts, I need to mention that when you first learn about Bitcoin, you think, man, you mean no one controls this? And it's fixed in supply? And it could transfer to anyone? How's it possible? That's how I felt when I first heard about it, right? Like, there's no way. Yes way. And that's the cool thing about it. It's yes way. It is now possible to have a money system that no one is in control of, no one manages, and the monetary policy is fixed. Not have to wait for some dude to pretend that he's decentralized to decide on what the what's it called, interest rates are going to be. That is all gone, coming soon, and it's coming faster than you expect. Because once we switch to a Bitcoin standard, you're going to complain about the people who got it for free or bought it for like a few dollars. It's because they spent the time learning what it is and realizing that, hey, I need to disturb you for a second because I'm going to be doing a course on how to buy Bitcoin, how to use Bitcoin, how to use a wallet, how to use a hardware wallet, how to basically store Bitcoin for the long term. Because we all know that it's going to be the money. You need to have this. Very happy to help you guys. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, this is real. Yeah, I should get it. And that's it. That's it. Speaking about getting it, it's getting away from you. Bitcoin, right? Remember when earlier last week, we said, this is the bottom. This is the bottom. Did you listen? I was saying, we're going to retest the bottom and then off we go. And did y'all listen? Did you listen to Michael Saylor? Did you listen to Kathy Woods? Did you listen to me? No. You didn't you? And it's gone. And it's gone. That's it. Right?
And it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone a lot higher. Oh, boy. Yes, Bitcoin has taken off. You don't want to be a buyer up here, right? There's going to be a little spike probably all the way up to, this key level, right, around the 123. And then maybe we're going to see some reversal. But if we don't be surprised if we don't. Don't be surprised. Because Bitcoin loves to just, when it's ready to go, it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, right? It's generally not like this, of course. There's pullbacks. But there's a probability that this is the beginning of a big go and go and go and go movement for Bitcoin because we've been waiting for that. So with that said, should you get into a position here, right? No, because the probabilities that it will do that are less than, right? Than then it won't. Yes, could it do it? Yes. Is the probabilities high enough? No. It's not high enough to make a trade. Sorry. It's just the way it is. Just because normally it does that doesn't mean it's going to do this time. Normally it keeps pumping. Doesn't mean it's going to do this time. Now, for gamblers out there, of course, you could try your luck. But, it might hurt you, right? We could stick our heads just a little bit above the all-time high and then come right back down. You can see that we're outside the Bollinger Band on the 4 hours, and that is not a good place to start entering. Not at all. Not at all. Right? Maybe down here you could have started entering, but not here. not on any kind of a long trade. That's it. There's no long trades for you, and there's definitely no short trades because, like, I mean, we're in a massive bull market. It's just ridiculous to get in front of a moving train. Just ridiculous. Right? Alrighty. Moving to Solana. You can see Solana, right, dipped a little bit and off it went. Right? Touched the key level, which this is parking garages, which we talked about many times, right? Bitcoin's in its own parking garage and going to head to its next parking garage. And you can see this parking garage was just, just sat around it and then off it went to the next parking garage level. There we go. And so we're going to do the same thing for Solana, right? And look at that. Failed right at that and then came back and is trying to break out. It's, we know where the next target is, right? 220. Boom. Simple. Looking at, we haven't done parking garages for Ethereum, but man, Ethereum, wow. This line, right? I thought there's no way it's going to continue on an upward trend. It's got to come back down. Got to retest the lows. Nope. No. We're not even going to think about retesting the lows. That's what Ethereum said. And it went right after all the liquidity that we were talking about way back when. When we were like, when we had, let's see here, td.davintaj15.com. Let's reload that. See what the liquidity looks like. It's all gone. They all got eaten. Look at that. All of them. They got burned. Burned heavily, their shorts. Burned. Absolutely dusted. Boom. They got a wake-up call. They were holding on to their shorts so long, thinking that they were in a good position. Damn. That must have hurt. Let's see if there's any liquidity higher. No, I don't think they're going to get in front of this train. Yeah, so there's no one. No one's interested. I mean, there's a little bit more liquidity ahead than there is behind for shorts. And these guys are going to get dusted, right? Fast. We're going to see a short squeeze all the way up to $5,200. Boom. Boom. That's what's coming for Ethereum. Okay? Let's take a look at the other. Ooh, wow. Okay, let's see. We took out a lot of, a lot of liquidity here in the past. It's all gone. That was a long time ago, so that's the old news. But let's take a look if there's any new buildup of liquidity. Yes, a little bit. Yeah, these guys are aching for they're losing all their money. They're big. So there's a good chance there's a big move all the way to 145K. Just to say, oh, you guys think you're bad? Boom. Wow. They are aching for a licking, right? Because a lot of people, right, a lot of traders love to get in front of these markets, right? And the reason why they do that is because whenever something gets overheated, they believe whenever markets are overheated and Bitcoin gets overheated heavily, there should be a pullback, right? Yeah, that makes sense in regular assets that, somebody can control and print more of course, right? On stocks. But Bitcoin's a little bit different. And this is why you see this, people trading like this, because they don't realize, wait a second here, no one can print more of this. And besides, over time, Bitcoin doesn't do that kind of thing, right? Over a longer period of time, it acts like a regular asset in the market for most of the time. It's only the short period of time, which is now, where it will act like, what the hell? Why can't you stop going up? And continue to go higher and higher for a long time, right? Longer than most people expect, most traders expect, right? And so, yeah, that's where we're at. We're at that section. We're at that cross point. Now, you could say, well, doesn't that mean I could trade? I could buy this here and it could keep on going? Yes, you could do that. That's a high risk trade. And yes, you can take a very high risk leverage trade here, but keep in mind, don't be surprised if you were to drop in here, right here. You'll probably see some sort of move, and let's just say you go to the stop loss down here, which I don't know. That's a little bit scary because let's take a look at what's that? A gap, right? Gap. Don't be surprised if we fill that gap, but I think there's a higher probability this gap is not getting filled like this one did. I think that we have gaps further down, way further down on the 92, and so this might be another gap that gets filled on the way back down on when Bitcoin goes into its bear market. So don't be surprised about that because we're in a serious bull market now. Okay, so you could, right, go to the 115 and be safe, right? And that's a 5% drop, and you could just take a 5% loss and just go, yeah, well, I'll do the 2-to-1. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine too. Your 2-to-1's all the way to the next parking garage right there. So yeah, it's possible. You can do that, but it's a really bad bet, because it's a risky bet. But you can do it. All right, and that's it for today. All right, Bitcoin is the asset that if you can learn more about it, I think you should, and always listen to different podcasts, different people talking about Bitcoin, so you can gain the confidence to understand that this is not going anywhere. You're going to secure your wealth. There's no 100% guarantee of that, of course, because nothing's guaranteed. There's no guarantee that you don't walk out tomorrow and get hit by a bus. That's not guaranteed. There's a probability you won't, just like there's a high probability that Bitcoin will do extremely well. Just not a guarantee. Okay, with that said, thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.